Confused. No, they did the same thing with Bond. That's right. Let's see. 1939, Germany invades Poland. Great win. Happy birthday, Billy. Who knew? The heavy cell machines were just defined. 1950.
So we're gonna switch our focus real quick. We're hopping off the roof for just a minute. It's pretty wet up there. It's been misting pretty bad all morning. We're gonna set some posts back here, set some beams as well. It's gonna be fun though. I'm gonna get the lift out right now, get our truss jib hooked up, start slinging in these posts, drop our beams in on top of them. Everything's gonna go together nicely. We've got these knife plates that take quite a bit of work to prep. Everything is complete as of now. This back section here is gonna be done. Let's get to it. While the front of this project is nice and open and we can get everything in there regarding the tractor goes, backside on the other hand is a different story. We had beams stacked on beams out here for the whole back patio. So I had to take some time, move all that stuff around. I moved our ridge beam. The plan for now is to set the posts that go along here. We're gonna drop the beams in on top. We have one that ties back into the building. It's a small guy. We're gonna start with that one, get that one in. Wrestling these knife plates can be kind of difficult. You have to line everything up nice and perfect and make sure it drops in smooth. And with us tying into the house and then dropping onto the knife plate, it's even more of a challenge, but we're gonna get it. We'll take care of all this. I have my rafters cut for the very end. We're gonna work on that today as soon as it dries on up. The roof right now is soaking wet. Overall though, we have a good day planned, quite a bit to do. These guys are working on hardware right now. Since we don't have a labor on this project, we're all just kind of taking turns doing whatever hardware we can. I did some A35s. Fox has done a majority of them. He's taking care of H1s right now as well. We got our post and beam taken care of, that's all dialed in. We've got our fancy little nuts and bolts going through it. We have the 4 rafters to stack out in the back. I've been wanting to do it for a couple days now. We are finally getting around to doing it. So we're gonna get that stacked out. From there, we could do our TNG going out, we could do our fascia out there, we can do all of our sheathing and finish out this whole entire section. That I am excited about. These guys are wrapping up the post and beam behind me. We are using 12-inch SDWS screws with a T40 head to lock everything together. We have one of those going down into the bottom of the rafter into the 8x8 beams that are notched into the walls. We have another one that goes down on an angle into the ridge beam, the 8x14 up top. And then we're gonna run one more back through the ridge beam into the rafter to give us a nice X lock there and hold everything together.
Thing and then I do my stuff, right?
Inch and a half down, tongue and groove's gonna run right into the building. Sheathing goes right over the top. It's gonna be beautiful. Am I right, Fox?
Yes.
Beautiful! Even he said so. I'm not going to start by saying we have a problem. I am going to start by saying we need a solution. It's like the cool way to say that you have an issue. So my TNG needs to run from this rafter in. Now the problem is I only have 2 rafters there for it to land on. I need something right about here where the pitch changes from 3 to 1 for it to land onto and for my fascia to die into. It's kind of a weird little spot. We might have to add another rafter, but we'll find out here in just a bit. I'm gonna play with some numbers real quick, run a couple string lines, see what happens. So I've got this rafter out here, I've got this one here. I need something for my tongue and groove to land on over here up against the tail that goes out for the 1 and 12. Well, that doesn't help me. I have a 3D rendering on my phone of this place that I got not too long ago. I was hoping that it would have all the post and beam right there, just to where maybe they could show me something that they've got, because I mean, we've got these renderings here on the front of the plans. You can see the beam there, 4x8 rafter, 4x8 rafter, nothing up against the house. I need something coming out. Alright guys, that's how you start out a morning. Matt with Zip System brought out some breakfast burritos. Absolutely hit the spot there. These guys are up here cranking out on some TNG. We're getting some things going. Nice to have reps that come out and check on everything, make sure everything is going good, make sure we have what we need. For now, we're gonna get back to the TNG. I've been talking with Matt, so I'm actually a little behind. These guys got this TNG going good. It's looking awesome. We still have that odd section that we're gonna have to figure out, but we'll get there when we get there. If you guys recall, I used an SDWS screw on the outside here from Rafter down into beam. We're gonna use these same SDWS screws going through the back side of the blocks up here into the back of the rafters. We did toenails down through the top of the rafters into the blocks. We're gonna follow up with 2 of these 6-inch SDWS screws in through the back of the block into the back of the rafter there. We'll have 1 top, 1 bottom. I love these screws. We use them for literally everything. So this is pretty much what we're looking at doing. We've got SDWS here, SDWS here. We only have a 4x8 rafter. We're also 1.5 inches down where our rafter starts, allowing for our TNG to be up here. So we don't want to put it up there. We want to stay down right around here. Got these 2 in here. They didn't shine. I have my mark there. I'm just gonna roughly lay out another 4 foot, which in turn should be where it's at. These screws are costly, but they're well worth it. We're gonna put the one right here. Another one aiming down. Let's go confirm that those didn't shine, and we'll continue that 4 foot layout off of there. We know we can trust it. I love knowing that we've got that connection. The toenails through the top kind of scared me. This makes me sleep a little bit better at night. We're good to go. So we can safely assume that 4 foot, since these are 2 foot on center, should put us right back here. Layout does not change on our rafters. Having the 2 toenails to the top, it holds, it's not gonna go anywhere, but having the SDWS through the back, I'll do jumping jacks up there all day long. Now it's secure. That is now complete. The guys are wrapping up the last and final ripper on the TNG up top. We can fascia all that, we could sheet all of it, and finish out this section. I also bought a new GoPro Hero 8 to film some point of view action. A lot of you guys have been missing that. Let me know if that's something you guys wanna see more of. I know some of you like it, some of you don't. We're gonna mix it in a little bit here and there and make the best of it. The 3 and 12 roof is gonna run all the way through. The 1 and 12 is gonna cut back on top of it the way it should be. We'll have a little back cut there on our fascia. It's gonna come together awesome. Fox came up with this idea. We're running with it. It all makes sense, so it's the plan. We finally got it figured out. It's gonna come together. I'll explain everything to you guys after it's built.
this side.
This 1 and 12 roof was supposed to run back. This 3 and 12 was supposed to butt into it somehow. On paper, it looked great. In the real world, with wood, it doesn't work. So what I did instead, Fox came up with this idea. Run this TNG over and butt it into that 4x8 rafter right there. We'll put a small little trim piece underneath it.
That zip system rep's awesome.
Look at you in your...
Shirts, hats, burritos. It was amazing.
So we'll have a little trim piece going up underneath there. And then we're gonna put a piece in up there to finish nail up into. That piece right there will screw to the 4x8 rafter. So now with the way that we've got it set up, it matches on both sides. The 3 and 12 carries down all the way to the end of the overhang. And in my opinion, it looks awesome. We had to take a little bit of time to change up our design here. The way they had it drawn up simply didn't work. They wanted the 1 and 12 and the 3 and 12 to somehow collide and not overlap. We had to overlap them. It came out as clean as I think it could possibly come out. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. We got this beam set out here. I was maxed out with the reach lift with the truss jib on. It took quite a bit to get it in. With these knife plates, the cuts are so precise that you have to line it up nearly perfect in order to get it to actually drop down onto the other post. It's in though. We're gonna do the same thing right above me and at the ridge tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, big thumbs up, subscribe button down below. See you guys next time. Bang on.